Good morning, children. In today's session, I'm going to take science for 4th standard today. So, already 2 lessons we have finished, children. Our third lesson, we are going to see work and energy. So, what is the third lesson? Work and energy. So, in 3rd standard, already I've learned about this, children. So, we'll continue with this now. So, that is, they have asked, students, you have studied about force in lower class. What is force? Okay, already we learned what force we learned. What is our force? That is, a force is a push or a pull. That is, already you learned this in 3rd standard. Yeah. So, force is a push or a pull to move an object that is at rest or stops an object which is in motion. So, எது ரெஸ்ட்ல இருக்கோ அது மூவ் பண்றதுக்கும் எது மூவ்ல இருக்கோ அது ரெஸ்ட் பண்றதுக்கும் is called as a force. Now, we have already studied in 3rd standard. Again, I am saying that there are different kinds of forces we learned. That is frictional force. Then gravitation, that is புவி ஈர்ப்பு சக்தி சொன்னேன்னா, that is apple falling from a tree. These are the example for the gravitational force. Then muscular force, that is force applied by a muscle, that is cycle pedaling. Yeah, that I said in the 3rd standard itself, you have learned about this. It's a muscular force and magnetic force, that is a magnets attracting things made of iron. That is a non-contact force, that is called as a magnetic force. So, these are the types of forces we learned in the lower classes, that is frictional force, gravitational force, muscular force and the magnetic force. Now, that is a force can cause an object to change its shape, speed or direction. So, what did I say? A force can make an object to change that is shape, speed or direction. Change the shape, speed or direction. So, what did I say, children? Force can make an object to change the shape, speed or direction. Now, we will go inside the lesson now first. So, what is work? Okay. Now, an action in which one exerts a force to move an object is known as work. That is, when you put a force, apply a force to move an object, that is the action we are doing is called as a work. Now, what do you understand from the below pictures? There are 3 pictures given here. That is, a porter carrying a luggage in the railway station. Railway station luggage தூக்கிட்டு போவாங்க இல்லையா? So, a porter is carrying a luggage. That is a work he is doing. Next, a man cutting a wood. Okay, is also a work. Then, a man digging the soil. That is digging the earth. That is, these all the 3 pictures are showing the work. Now, from these pictures, we understand that force is applied to do some work. Okay, so there are forces applied to do some work. Now, when we can say that work is done or not, when we can say if you are doing the work means we are doing the work. Otherwise, no. That is, 2 main conditions are needed for work to be done. First is a force should act on an object. What you have to have for force should act on an object. That is, we have to put the force on an object. Okay. Next is object should move from one place to another. Object should move from one place to another. So, these are the 2 conditions. So, what are the 2 conditions, children? A force should act on an object or an object should move from one place to another place. Now, when the force acting on the object makes it move, it is said to be done a work. So, what is work, children? When the force acts on an object, what happens? It moves and that is said to be done a work. Now, some of the pictures given here, children. Observe the picture and put a tick if work is done and put a cross if work is not done. That is, in the first picture, a farmer ploughing a field. Okay, that is a work or not, children? Yes, a farmer ploughing a field is a work. Yes, you put a tick there. Then next, a boy is sleeping here. Is this a work, children? No. So, put it wrong. Then next, 3 or 4 men, what they are doing? They are pushing a wall. Is that a work? No. Yeah. So, it is no. Then, see here, a man. What he is doing? He is spilling out water from inside. Yeah. So, this is also a work. Then, a girl moving a trolley. Then, what is this? Apple falling from a tree. Actually, it's not a work, but it's a gravitational force of the earth. So, that is one of the work. So, this is 4 men pushing the wall. That is wrong. And that is a man that is taking the water from the well, that is doing a work. Then a girl pushing a trolley, it's also a work. And this is also, that is a natural force, that is also a work done. Okay, these are the work done. The next I have asked, answer whether the work is done or not in the following activity. That is pushing the door. Whether it's a work done or not done, children, it's a work. Pushing the door is a work, that is put a tick. Like holding a doll. Is that a work done? No, holding a doll is not a work. So, put it wrong. Then, sitting in a bus. It is also is not a work. Okay, so, must ma ukandittu poradhu oru velaya illa illaya. So, put it wrong. Then, pushing a wall. That is also not a work. Put it as wrong. Then, digging soil. Now, the manna thondradhu. Adu oru vela illaya. That we are doing the work. So, put it as tick. So, pushing the door is work done. Holding a ball, not done. Sitting in a bus, not done. Pushing a wall, not done. Work is not done. And digging soil is a work done. Then, energy. First, next we'll go to the energy. We have finished the work here. Now we'll go to the energy now. Next is energy. Now, in energy, in the above picture they have showed 3 pictures given here. A man pulls a luggage and the car moves and an escalator is given here. 3 pictures are given here. In that, first picture is a man pulls a luggage. Okay. To do so, he needs some energy. So, what I said, we need for energy. How do we get? We get energy from the food we eat. Yeah. So, to do so, he needs some energy. Now, what is the source here? I already said that food gives energy to humans. Yeah, so we need food to get energy. From the food only we get, the food is transforms as a energy. So, next a man pulls a luggage. To do what he needs, already said that he needs food to give us energy. Then, next the car, I said, the car moves. How does the car moves? By a fuel. So, what is the food for that? That is petrol and diesel. So, we need petrol or diesel to move a car. That is a fuel. Yeah. Then, escalator, that is moves by using electricity. இப்போ நம்ம வந்து பெரிய மால்ஸ்லாம் போயிருக்கோம் இல்லையா, அங்கே வந்து ஸ்டெப்ஸ் இருக்கும், இன்னொன்று சைடில் வந்து அப்படியே அந்த எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டியால் அப்படியே மூவ் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கு. நம்ம வந்து நடந்து போக தேவையில்லையே, அங்கே நின்னாலே போதும், அது அப்படியே வந்து இறங்கும் ஏறும் இல்லையா. தட் இஸ் அ எஸ்கலேட்டர். That is moves by using electricity as energy. So, how do they get the energy? By electricity. So, first a man needs energy by consuming the food. Next, a car needs fuel by the, how do the car needs energy? By the fuel. Next, escalator by the electricity. What does the energy need here? That is electrical energy. Now, we will see what is energy. How do that energy is defined? Energy is defined as a capacity for doing work. Energy is defined as the capacity for doing work. Energy is defined as a capacity. Capacity means that is செய்ய முடியுங்கிறது இல்லையா. கெப்பாசிட்டி நம்மளால் செய்ய முடியும், இந்த ஒர்க்கை இந்த வேலையை செய்ய முடியும். எதனால் எப்படி நம்மளால் செய்ய முடியும்? நம்மளோட எனர்ஜி இருந்தால் தான் இல்லையா, நம்மளோட ஆற்றல் அங்கே போட்டால் தான் நம்ம அந்த வேலையை செய்ய முடியும். ஸோ எனர்ஜி இஸ் டிஃபைன்ட் ஆஸ் அ கெப்பாசிட்டி ஃபார் டூயிங் ஒர்க். தென் எனர்ஜி மஸ்ட் பி ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபார்ம் டு அன் ஆப்ஜெக்ட் இன் ஆர்டர் டு டூ ஒர்க். அதாவது இந்த எனர்ஜி வந்து ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் I am getting energy by consuming food. இல்லையா, நம்ம வந்து ஃபுட் எதுக்கு சாப்பிட்றோம்? நமக்கு எனர்ஜி கிடைக்கிறதுக்காக. Now I am taking class for you. That is my energy is transformed into work. That is, நான் உங்களுக்கு இப்போ கிளாஸ் எடுக்கிறேன் இல்லையா, I am taking class for you. That is, my energy is transformed to an object. So that is called as a work. So what now, children? So what did I tell you? That is a force. What is a force? A force is a push or a pull that moves an object at rest or stops an object in motion. So what are the different kinds of force I said? Gravitational force, frictional force, muscular force and magnetic force. These are the forces I said. Next, what is work? What did I say, children? When the force acting on an object, it moves. It is called as a work. What do you do? When the force applied on an object, it moves. It is said to be done as work. Then what is energy? Energy is defined as a capacity for doing work. Now already I said energy must be what to do work, what happens? Energy must be transferred to an object in order to do work. Now there are different types of energy, children. So we will see here what are the types of energy. So types of energy is, first is mechanical energy, thermal energy, renewable energy, then this chemical energy, electrical energy, so this, then renewable and non-renewable energy, renewable energy and non-renewable energy. So these are the types of energy. Okay. So the mechanical energy, thermal energy, chemical energy, electrical, renewable and non-renewable energy. So these are the types of energies. Now if we see, first we will take the renewable energy. Renewable is renewable resources of energy are replaced naturally over a period of time. Replace நம்ம திரும்ப நமக்கு கிடைக்கிறது. புரியுதா? Replace naturally, இயற்கையாகவே நமக்கு திரும்ப கிடைக்கிறது over a period of time. ரொம்ப காலத்துல இருந்து நமக்கு அது கிடைக்குது. That is, we can keep using these sources for a long period of time. அது நம்ம வந்து எப்பவுமே அது நம்ம வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். நமக்கு திரும்ப கிடைக்கிறதுனால நம்ம வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் எப்பவுமே. Since the beginning of human life. So எப்போ வந்து human life start ஆச்சோ அப்போலேருந்து அது வந்து நமக்கு அது reusable இருந்திருக்கு. We have been using these resources. We use these resources for light, transport, cooking, heating, etc. That is for light. Transport, போக்குவரத்து சொல்றேனியா? Then cooking, சமையல் செய்து. Then heating, வெப்பம். So these resources can be used like this. For example, sun. But daily sun வருது, sun is rising, sun is setting. So daily we are getting, sun நமக்கு வராமல் இருந்தது இல்லையா? So we are getting this sunlight daily. Then wind, காற்று. நம்ம காற்று இல்லாமல் நமக்கு இருந்ததே கிடையாது. ஸோ இப்போ நம்ம ஹியூமன் லைஃப் எப்போ ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சோ அப்போலேருந்து நமக்கு என்ன இருக்குது? காற்று நமக்கு வழியாக வந்துட்டே தான் இருக்குது. ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் இஸ் த வாட்டர். ஸோ திஸ் வாட்டர் ஆல்சோ we are getting daily இல்லையா? நமக்கு தண்ணி இல்லாமல் இல்லை. ஸோ there is a renewable resources. That is, we can get this. இந்த வளங்கள் எல்லாம் நமக்கு வந்து எப்போவுமே இருக்கும். ஓகே, it can be replaced. திரும்ப நமக்கு இது கிடைக்கணும். That is replaced naturally over a period of time. ரொம்ப காலமாக இது நமக்கு இருந்துகிட்டே இருக்கும் எப்போவுமே இல்லையா? over a period of time. Now next is, now for renewable resource, what is the example I said? Sun, wind and water. So these are the renewable, that is can be replaced again and again for a period of time, over a period of time. Next is the non-renewable. Non-renewable, that is which cannot be easily we cannot replace. Okay, so நம்ம வந்து for example renewable, I said sun energy wind நமக்கு எப்போவுமே அது திரும்ப கிடைச்சிட்டே இருக்கும். பட் நான் renewable once use அது திருப்பி நமக்கு வந்து உடனே கிடைக்காது. ஓகே, இது ரொம்ப வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் millions of years ஆகும் அது நமக்கு கிடைக்கிறதுக்கு. So non-renewable resources which are not easily replaced once used are called non-renewable resources. So that is, once it is used it cannot be replaced once again. Okay, for example petrol, coal and the natural gas. இது எல்லாமே நமக்கு வந்து கோல் எல்லாமே இப்போ கிடச்சிதுன்னா இன்னும் ரொம்ப வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் தான் திருப்பி நமக்கு அது கிடைக்கும். இட் cannot be replaced again. Okay, so coal, petrol, natural gas, these are the non-renewable resources. Coal, petrol and natural gas. Okay, so renewable energy, what I said, that we can replace again and again over a period of time, that is sun, wind and water. And non-renewable energy, I said coal, petrol and natural gas are these are non-renewable. அது நம்ம வந்து once it cannot be used, it cannot be replaced again. So these are the non-renewable resources. Then more to know, they have given the law of conservation of energy states that energy cannot created nor destroyed. Created na உருவாக்குறது, டிஸ்ட்ராய்ட்னா அழிக்கிறது. ஸோ இந்த எனர்ஜியை வந்து நம்மளால் உருவாக்கவும் முடியாது, அழிக்கவும் முடியாது. ஸோ த லா ஆஃப் கன்சர்வேஷன் ஆஃப் எனர்ஜி ஸ்டேட்ஸ் தட் எனர்ஜி cannot be created nor be destroyed and it can be converted. அதாவது ஒரு இதுக்கு ஒன் ஃபார்ம்லேருந்து இன்னொன்று இதுக்கு மாற்றலாம். தட் இஸ், இட் கேன் பி கன்வெர்டட் ஃப்ரம் one form to another. That is, it can be converted. அதாவது ஒரு ஃபார்ம்லேருந்து இன்னொன்று இதுக்கு நம்ம அதை மாற்றலாம். But it cannot be created nor it cannot be destroyed. So what is the law of conservation of energy? It states that energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but it can be converted from one form to another. Then SI unit of energy is joule. So SI unit of energy is joule. So how do you get this name joule? Actually he is a scientist. Okay, the name of a scientist. It is named after James Joule, who explained about energy. So how do you get this name, this joule? It's a scientist name called James Joule, who explained about energy. So our பேர் வச்சு தான் வந்து the SI unit of energy வந்து joule னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Okay, what is the name? James Joule, who explained about energy. Okay, so again we will see about the law of conservation of energy. States that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can be converted from one form to another. And the SI unit of energy is joule. And its name James Joule, who explained about energy. He is a scientist. Okay. Now what did we see? Renewable resources, non-renewable resources. We saw types of energy. That is, types of energy. What did we see? Mechanical, thermal, chemical, electrical energy. Then renewable and non-renewable. In the renewable, what I said, that it can be replaced again and again. For example, sun, wind and water. And non-renewable energy, if once used, it cannot be replaced. அதாவது ஒரு தடவை யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டோன்னா திருப்பி அது நம்ம கிடைக்காது. ரொம்ப வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் தான் அது கிடைக்கும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் கோல், பெட்ரோல் அண்ட் நேச்சுரல் கேஸ். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இப்போ பெட்ரோல்லாம் நம்ம வந்து again and again if you are using means வருங்கால ஃபியூச்சரில் வந்து என்ன ஆகும், வர ஜென்ரேஷன் எல்லாமே வந்து அவங்களுக்கு வந்து பைக்கு, கார் எல்லாம் they will not go in that. They will be going in the bullock cart, horse cart like that. They will go cycle. இது தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. இப்போவே நம்ம நிறைய யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா ஃபியூச்சரில் என்ன ஆகும், நமக்கு வந்து பெட்ரோல் கிடைக்காது. ஸோ வாட் they will do, they will use the cycle, bullock cart, this சொல்லி அந்த காலத்தில் என்னென்ன யூஸ் பண்ணாங்களோ அந்த மாதிரி யூஸ் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சுவாங்க. ஸோ திஸ் நான் ரினியூவபிள் எனர்ஜி கோல் என்ன நம்ம வந்து ஒரு அளவுக்கு தான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும். ஓகே, நம்ம நிறைய யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. அப்போ தான் நிறைய யூஸ் பண்ணால் தான் நமக்கு ஃபியூச்சருக்கும் யூஸ் ஆகும். ஸோ நான் ரினியூவபிள் எனர்ஜி, that is coal, petrol and the natural gas. Then what is the law of conservation of energy? I said that is law of conservation of energy. So law of conservation of energy means states that cannot be created nor can be destroyed, but it can be converted from one form to another. நேதா அது உருவாக்கவும் முடியாது, அழிக்கவும் முடியாது. ஆனால் என்ன பண்ணலாம், ஒரு ஃபார்ம்லேருந்து இன்னொன்று இதுக்கு மாற்றலாம். சரியா? Then SI unit of energy is joule. So எப்படி இந்த பேர் வந்தது? How did you get this name? From the scientist called the James Joule, who explained about the energy. Okay children, so next half we'll see in the next class children. Thank you.